is something oddly compelling about watching a car crash slowly unfold. And over the past 11 years here in Gothenburg, they've seen around 3,000 of them.
The facility itself, the reason for its design is actually knowledge, how we can gain knowledge from studying real-world accidents.
Knowledge gathered with the help of cameras that can record 200,000 frames per second. Each crash flooded with light, each car specifically painted to reduce shiny reflections.
That's that matte orange.
Matte and orange, yeah. And you need to have bright colors so you can distinguish different parts from each other.
Globally, every year 1.2 million people die in traffic accidents, and a recent survey by Consumer Reports found safety is now at the top of car buyers' concerns.
We know that customers put reliability and safety at the top of their things that they look for in a new car. So it is important for us to show those qualities in our product.
Early crash testing could involve human drivers and passengers, but in 1949 the first crash test dummy was invented. Here they now have a team of around 100, with 9 adult and 11 child designs.
The most important thing is that it is repeatable, it does the same every test,
Right.
and that it provides us good data.
Filled with sensitive measurement equipment, each dummy costs on average around $200,000. Given the rather robust nature of their job, it's no surprise they generally need to be repaired every 5 or 6 crashes. Heavy.
Heavy, 18 kilograms.
18 kilos. Jeepers, you're not wrong.
So in order to know what happens in the crash, we have to track the exact positions of the different body parts. That's why we have these symbols on the head and on the body. And then we have sensors in the head and chest and pelvis and neck, and this is collected.
90% of traffic accidents are due to human error, with high speed, drunk driving and unused seatbelts the 3 leading causes of fatalities. But one factor that contributes to many crashes is simply taking your eyes off the road for too long. Something a generation used to fiddling around with mobile phones, iPods and sat-navs would do well to remember.
If you look away for more than 2 seconds, then the risk of something really unexpected happening is really great.
Hugely increased.
Yeah. But if you look away for less than that, there doesn't seem to be a problem.
Car safety has improved remarkably over the past 50 years, as this video demonstrates. And the technology continues to advance.
We're not looking at the road because we're discussing where to find the things. And suddenly we do have a pedestrian in front of the road. We didn't see the person.
And you didn't touch the brake?
I didn't touch the brakes.
But it's not foolproof, especially if the fool happens to be
chatting
me.
about who scored the goal.
The pedestrian avoidance system reflects a safety trend we're seeing throughout the car industry.
I think what we've seen over the last few years is technology that tries to predict when an accident is going to happen and then protect the car and the passengers before that accident takes place.
Well, in this car actually you ought to have a technology that actually can detect you if you're tired. Not by looking at you, but actually it can feel how you move the car around on the road and what you're doing in the car.
The facility that tests those technologies is in itself remarkable. An 850-ton concrete block can be moved around on a cushion of air. Part of the building can rotate 90 degrees to change angles of crash impact. Given that each test takes between 1 to 2 weeks to prepare, unforeseen incidents are rare, but the building is designed to withstand the unexpected.
All the walls here and also the pillars are designed to be able to withstand a crash of, well, the maximum that we can run here is a 12-ton truck in 80 kilometers an hour, and that's a lot of force.
Last year saw a record low for traffic fatalities in Sweden. It may be no coincidence that in the same year, Volvo ranked the highest in 59 of 67 car safety tests.
I think Volvo has positioned itself within the market about safety. by taking that position, they almost deposition other people. It doesn't mean that other cars aren't safe just because Volvo is most safe, but it just means that that's firmly where they've marked their territory out.
Today, car safety continues to develop in areas that you'd almost have trouble believing.
And we're working on technologies that are going actually to stop the car in an intersection if you're not looking to the left or the right.
Is there the chance then that this car can start talking to other cars and they all start interacting? Is that a reality, or is that still very much science fiction?
I would say it's a reality. It's everything moving in that direction.
A direction that started in the early 30s and one that over the decades has had an ever-increasing impact on car design.